She would have been in jail and then this happening to her. You know, we try to prevent that.
That was Andre Ottman, the stepdad of 15-year-old Deasia Green. Deasia was found shot to death in an alley just a few weeks ago. After her accused killer appeared in juvenile court, Ottman told us that he wishes the justice system had done more to help turn Deasia's life around. We wanted to get the prosecutor's take on that. Our Michael Sandlin spoke to the assistant juvenile prosecutor today. So, Michael, what did she have to say about Ottman's wish, putting the onus on the courts that Deasia had actually been thrown behind bars?
Well, Jeff, she tells me that the trouble Deasia was getting into just wasn't serious enough for them to put her behind bars. The juvenile prosecutor's office says in most cases, kids are better off being at home than in a cell. But that might not be the case for the teen accused of taking Deasia's life, as they're putting him in to be tried as an adult.
What I saw here has really, it's been shocking. Every kid seems to have a gun. Every crime is so much more serious than it used to be. And it's like almost every case that we see involves some kind of weaponry at this point.
Deputy Juvenile Prosecutor Patricia Wardrop says the mission of Lucas County's Juvenile Detention Center is to rehabilitate a youth by their 21st birthday, not immediately lock them up. But as they see more and more extreme cases like the homicide of Deasia Green, sometimes rehabilitation isn't enough.
Unfortunately, when you're talking somebody willing to pull a gun and shoot somebody, you have to say, what is the amenability here? What is the ability to rehabilitate somebody? And if our feeling is there's no way in that short time that we will have, that it needs to go across the street.
But it's not as easy as just changing the suspect's sentence. Wardrop says there's a lengthy process to get the approval, especially when they're as young as the 15-year-old suspect in this case.
Phase one, if in fact we prove probable cause, it goes to a second phase where they are seen by mental health professionals, by various professionals to determine are they amenable still to juvenile justice.
But Wardrop says even when a suspect is tried as an adult, if the charges are reduced, the case is thrown back to the juvenile system. So she also has to determine which cases have enough evidence to stay in common pleas. Wardrop says while she understands that kids often get pulled into these situations, at the end of the day, it's their choice to pull the trigger.
Kids say to us they need guns for protection. I always tell them nobody, thank God, gets shot doing their homework at the kitchen table.
Wardrop says the real issue comes from self-worth. She tells me often when speaking to these kids after shooting someone, they tell her no one was affected but the person they shot, not realizing they've hurt everyone around them, their parents, their family, and friends when they go to jail.